And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Before we do get into today's video, as always, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. So this is our second video of today. There's quite a lot of news to go over again. Of course, we have a couple of Euro games on tonight. England are playing, and there's a couple more as well at the same time. But we're going to focus solely on the Celtic, of course, because Scotland had a piss poor campaign as it is. But I want to go over two transfer stories, as reportedly a deal has been agreed for an incoming player, which is very, very interesting. And we'll kind of dissect that report and see how accurate it actually is, because a lot of Celtic fans online have been kind of jumping to the point saying this is like nearly a done deal. We'll kind of go through and see how actually reliable those sources are with regards to that story. But I do want to start by doing a follow-up of the training kits that we kind of looked at earlier today, because there's been a lot of backlash online with regards to one in particular, mainly because of the design and the price tag attached to it, which I think are both fair points, to be honest. When I looked into it and I looked at the shirt as well, it wasn't that nice in my opinion. It's kind of split the fan base. So the training shirt, which was £60, has split opinions amongst the fan base. Among the Parkhead faithful, the top has divided opinion. It appears to be a bit like Marmite. You either hate it or you love it. Controversial to say the least. Adidas will be glad they didn't release the pre-match top as an away or third kit for the boys this season, because the design is pretty honking, to be honest with you. I'm not a massive fan of it. It is pretty striking, but in my opinion, for all the wrong reasons. I mean, I found one comment on Twitter that said, Celtic training top designed by Stevie Wonder after he had taken a shed load of LSD. So take that with what you want. But yeah, obviously I put the picture on the video whilst I'm talking about it, but I'm not a massive fan of that design whatsoever. I thought the jacket was quite nice, and the shorts are pretty simple, but that shirt is stinking. And of course the price tag as well. So if I give you guys some advice, I'd wait till that eventually does go into sale before you even consider buying it at 60 quid, because there's a lot of money for that. It's only £10 less than our home shirt that's been released, so it's a bit of a weird one there. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on that training shirt in particular. Are you a big fan, yes or no? So let's get into some transfer news here. Let's start with the Leicester story, and that is that Celtic have set their sights on a young Middlesbrough sensation, AJ Matthews, with talks reportedly underway to bring the 18-year-old striker to paradise. The frontman has only 1 year left on his current contract. There's a possibility Matthews could make the switch next summer for a modest development fee if no deal is struck this transfer window. But given he is sought after, it looks like he will likely make the jump somewhere this season. So Matthews is a standout in the under-18 Premier League last season and is widely regarded as a rising star. However, we can't see him being a player Brendan Rodgers is desperate to get in through the door for first team action. He's likely being seen as someone who can come in and join the B team to see what he can do. So this is more of a player for the future, a very hot topic apparently from the Middlesbrough under-18 team, highly rated in the youth academy ranks there and the under-18 level, youth level. So it'd be good to see if we can get him in through the door. I mean, getting players like that is always a good sign in my opinion. I suppose what we really need to focus on is when we get the players in through the door, can we give them a promising, clear pathway into the first team? That's what really is in desperate need at Celtic at the moment. A lot of players, obviously we have a lot of young talent, and they can't really get into the first team or get any minutes on the board, which is a shame really. So that's AJ Matthews there from Middlesbrough. Could be a good signing for the future. Now the big transfer news of the day is with regards to a Joe Hart replacement, and that is Dominik Livakovic, who's from Fenerbahce. We've been linked to this guy before. I remember reporting on this guy a few months ago now, probably around January time actually. Because there are a lot of talk that we could potentially get a goalkeeper in through the door in January, because I think Joe Hart was, before he announced his retirement, he was getting a lot of stick from fans and he was kind of past it. But obviously he had some great performances towards the end of the season to finish his career, which was cool to see. Now, this is from a Turkish outlet, and they claim that an offer of £7.6 million has been accepted for the goalkeeper. However, this same report also was the same article that reported that Celtic bid £5 million for Ryan Kent all those years ago, and that never actually happened. So take that as you will. It may not be the most reliable source. It's been reported by the Daily Record as well over in Britain. They've kind of regurgitated the story a little bit. So The actual article I initially read said that Mourinho has accepted the offer. Of course, he's the new Fenerbahce manager, sorry. And he's reportedly accepted a £7.6 million offer for Livkovic. But as things stand right now, it doesn't look like he's the most reliable source. But stranger things have happened, and maybe this can be more than it is. Well, maybe it can be something true. I mean, because a lot of articles are basically saying it's pretty accurate, but some people are saying it's not accurate. So I'm just going down the paper trail here and seeing that they have also reported before that we had bid £5 million for Ryan Kent, which never happened. So hit or miss really with regards to that. In terms of the player himself, I think he could be a good option for us. He's 29 years old. Got a lot of years ahead of him as a goalkeeper. Of course, they didn't really reach their peak until 29 really, and they can play a lot later than outfield players for sure. So you can get a couple of years out of him. £7.6 million is a high fee, I suppose, in some ways, and what we've been spending the last few years. But at the same time, we need to make these big statement signings to get anywhere closer to doing better in Europe, really. As Frank McAvenny said yesterday, you need 5 statement signings that can come straight into the first team. Livkovic would be 1, McKenna would be 2, and that's 2 key areas of the pitch that could be sorted out pretty quickly this transfer window. So hopefully it does happen, or we go for someone else. The last thing I want to happen is pre-season starts. We have Scott Bain in net for pre-season, realise he's dogged off, and then buy some third choice goalkeeper from the Championship for the remainder of the season. That would be the worst case scenario. So hopefully recruitment's on point. We can get a goalkeeper in through the door straight away, because that is a desperate position, or we're in desperate need of a player in that position as a main priority this summer transfer window. So yeah, hopefully that can happen sooner rather than later. But that report itself doesn't seem to be the most accurate right now, but you never know, it could happen. It's maybe a 50-50 here. That's all we have that's all the details we have for you right now with regards to that transfer. But yeah, as always, let me know your thoughts on today's topics. Of course, the £60 training kit, in my opinion, it's disgusting. I'm not a massive fan of it. And the price as well, £10 less than the home kit, seems a bit extortionate as well. So hopefully that price does come down if some of you guys are fans of it and you want to buy it, or just wait for it to go on sale. It has really split the opinion of a lot of the Celtic fan base. And of course, with AJ Matthews as well, he could be a good player for the future if we are to sign him. But definitely making some right moves there for him to get him into the B team, play a couple of Lowland League play in the Lowland League next season. And of course, the UEFA Youth League as well is always a bonus for his development as well. Maybe strive to be a first-team player in the future for Celtic. And of course, with Dominic Livkovic rumours as well, as reports have said we have agreed a deal for him. So yeah, comment down below your thoughts. Make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.